to welcome you to my special edition of Stitch Fix video. It actually is not about an unboxing of a Stitch Fix box. It is actually me just going over my top 5 pieces that I've enjoyed from Stitch Fix in the past year or year and a half. I've been with them. It's 16 fixes, so I'm thinking it must have been about February, January of last year that I went ahead and started with Stitch Fix. And so I have had enough time and I've bought enough from Stitch Fix to now know exactly what I love from them and what I cherish. And I'm really glad that they've sent to me because some of these pieces I wear again and again and again, and there are many pieces I get compliments on. So I wanted to go ahead and highlight my top 5. Eventually, I think I'll be able to do my top 5 dresses from Stitch Fix or my top 5 blouses from Stitch Fix, but I'm not near ready for that. However, I do like the idea of this kind of YouTube video, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do a top 5 Bowden dress, top 5 J. Crew dresses, top 5 Anthropologie tops, those sort of things, because I think people might enjoy these because, especially with a place like Stitch Fix, you are kind of seeing what everybody else is getting, but you're not necessarily going to get the same things as other people because Stitch Fix is really more tailored towards your personality type and what you enjoy. And so you may see something that you would normally think you'd like, and your stylist would never buy it for you because they think you like something else. And so if you see something in one of these Stitch Fix videos, you can oftentimes request it. And that's why I will leave in my description section a list of the items and the names of the items so you can request them from your stylist if they're still available. So, all right, so the top 5 I have actually pulled up my Surface Pro, and I have, so if you don't know this, if you're a Stitch Fix customer, you can actually go into your Stitch Fix account and pull up where it says style, and then you go to your items, and then you can scroll through your items. And then it allows you to see what you've purchased in the past. And so what you do is, let me pull one up that I have not, so this dress here. So I open it up, and it has a little thing next to it that says, what do you like about this piece? And you can go ahead and just say the things that you like about it, and then you push submit or save, and then your stylist can actually see what you've liked about the pieces that she or he, I guess there's probably a male stylist as well, what they've seen that you've enjoyed in the past, and that way you're able to go ahead and get more pieces like that or colors like that. So I went ahead and did that for my top 5 because I want to make sure I continue to get pieces like my top 5. All right, for the most part, my top 5 are the more, Dina looking pieces, the ones with the bright, beautiful colors, the ones that are very feminine, definitely floral, don't shy away from being over the top. But I did have at least one piece in here that was a lot more practical, and I do wear these practical pieces a lot. So whereas something like my top number 1 piece, which, just so you know, spoiler alert, is my dress that I'm wearing, that one I'll wear this one probably 4 or 5 times in a summer because it's sleeveless, or maybe 6 times if I have washed it enough. But the practical pieces that I've meant, the one in here, I've already worn a million times, it feels like, and it will get worn a million times here forward because it's very plain and very simple, but it's something that can be worn again and again and again, and not everybody's going to know, like, oh, there she goes wearing that bright, beautiful floral dress again. So I'm going to go in order from 5 to 1. And so I'll go ahead and start with the first piece, which is the Lush worn split neck blouse. And this piece is really beautiful. It is one that I received in my March 2020 fix, and was one that I was surprised I liked it as much as I thought. I didn't realize I would like it this much. It actually is this beautiful grass green color. It has tinier florals. It's not my usual big bright florals everywhere exploding like we're in the Garden of Eden. And I looked at it initially, I thought, well, I'll probably like the print, and I definitely love the color. The shape seemed that it would work with my pear shape because it had a little bit looser at the bottom. But what concerned me is that it had the cuffs, the roll tab on the sleeve, and the open neck. I wasn't sure if I'd like that or not, but after I wore it, it was super comfortable. It was a great color for my skin tone. And when I took the pictures with it, I realized this is actually a very flattering shape. It's a flattering color for me overall, it's one I should continue to ask for. I do have a lot of green in my closet, but you know, if you've got a signature color, you should probably stick with it. And for me, it's those greens and blues. So I was really excited to see it, and it was unexpected that I would like it as much as I did, because I didn't know that the roll tab would work for me. I didn't know that the neckline would work necessarily. And typically I would not gravitate towards that style. It's in the size medium, and that seems to fit me pretty well. Some other companies I wear a small on top, but with Stitch Fix I prefer to do the medium because I think the companies that they order from tend towards being more slim cut than more fuller cut. So I order a medium in their tops, even though I've lost weight and could probably fit into a small in some of these items. I'm perfectly fine with it being medium. So that was my first item, and if I recall, it wasn't even that expensive. I believe it was, I don't have it off the top of my head, and they don't leave in the style section where you can go back and see what you've already purchased. They don't tell you how much you spent, but I could probably look it up and put it in the description down below. But I don't recall it being very expensive. I think it was $44. Okay, next up is the fourth item is the West Key tie front blouse. And this one is also a green top. This one's a very practical top though. It doesn't have all my usual print on it. It is a dark green, crepey, like a polyester crepe, but with a little bit of stretch to it. And it has shorter sleeves. It's a little bit longer, again with the looser cut on the bottom, and it can be tied in the front or in the back. And when I did the review of it, I tied it both ways so you could see how it looks in both ways. So speaking of the former reviews, what I think I'll do is if I did make a video with that item being shown off, I'll go ahead and link to that particular video next to that item. So the first item, the one I mentioned, the Lush Warren split neck blouse, that one I did not do a review for, so I'm just going to put up some photographs of it and of me wearing it, and then the ones that have a review, I'll go ahead and link to that review as well. And that makes me realize I never showed you. Boy, you know, the next time I do this, I'm going to remember, I've got to keep my script. So the Lush Warren split neck blouse, I want you to see it on me, and you can see me on me full length, and you can see it on me with just the top right here. Okay, so back to the West Key tie front blouse. It was that stretchy crepe, polyester crepe. It can be tied in front and in the back. In the description below is the video of me showing it off, but this is number 4 because it really did, I just felt very comfortable and I felt very pretty in it, and I don't like solid colors up here very often, so for me this was a big deal to like feel very comfortable in just a one solid piece. I felt kind of chic, which I don't normally feel. I usually feel fun or cute. I don't usually feel chic. So this was a piece that I'm glad was sent to me because it allowed me to step outside of my comfort zone. So the picture of me wearing it full length and close up is here. The third favorite is the 41 Hawthorn Isabelle dress, and that is, I'm gonna go pull it up. I've got to look through my, oh, here it is. This one was one that as soon as I saw it come up, because I always sneak a peek. I never do the whole, I'm gonna wait till I get my box thing. As soon as it says it's shipped, I'm over there checking out what they sent me. So this one, it's just, I knew the color was going to be perfect for me. So I knew that if it fit, I was definitely going to keep it because it is a gorgeous color. It's this beautiful teal, blue, green color, like a peacock color. And that is actually the best color for me out of all the colors in the world. And so I tend to buy a lot in that color. What made this one a little different than things I've had in the past, and one of the reasons I have it in my top 5 is because, again, it kind of pushed me out of my comfort zone, was that it's a little bit shorter, a little bit more fitted through my hips, and it has this very unique neckline. And I found it very flattering, very different looking, something I'd never had before. And I was definitely, as long as it fit, I was definitely going to keep it. And when I tried it on, I was like, okay, that's it. This is one of my favorite pieces ever sent to me by Stitch Fix ever. So I think that if they still have it, which it looks like they might, because it keeps popping up as a possibility for purchase in another part of the Stitch Fix, because you can go back and look at your pieces, and if you like that one or another color, you can order it still. You may want to like look at it because it's a great summer dress. It's very, very cute. So here it is on me, full length, up close, and then I wore it again just recently to teach class virtually, because I like the fact that it is really a very interesting look up here, because I'm being filmed from here up for my students when they're watching me. So I have other photos. So there's like going to be, I think, 4 photos you'll be seeing with the Isabelle dress, and that'll be right here. We're down to our final 2. The second one is my most practical piece, and if I'm to pair this with the West Key tie front blouse and put on a nice pair of heels or a pair of like boots and just a very simple gorgeous necklace or scarf, I would feel very chic indeed. This is the Elizabeth Super Skinny Jean. The Elizabeth Super Skinny Jean is another one that I just recently received, and this one does not have a video review, but the reason the Liverpool Elizabeth Super Skinny Jean works for me so well, and this is a size 10, is that it looks like a jean, a dark wash jean, but it's not one that you button up. It has a flat front completely. It's like a maternity jean, but it doesn't stretch enough to accommodate a belly. So you pull it on, and when you're wearing something that's a thinner top, you know, when you put it, like you leave it out, you don't tuck it into your jean, it has the button indentation showing through the fabric of the thinner top. When you have a flat front skinny jean like this, you can actually pull out your tops, and then the little button itself doesn't like pop out, so you see the indentation. And I know that sounds like a funny thing to get all stressed out about, like nobody's gonna even notice, but I'm kind of particular about that stuff. So I knew that when I put them on and they fit as well as they did, and the fact that I could pull out my thinner shirts and have it not the little thing pop through, the button pop through the cloth of the shirt, I knew it was a perfect choice for me. And it is one of the best purchases I've made in my clothing history, and I've bought a lot of clothes and I've made a lot of clothes. So if you are a fan of being neat and tidy with your clothing and you like everything to be just so, the Liverpool Elizabeth Super Skinny Jean is a great choice. And that actually comes in other colors. I think it comes in a dark gray wash and in a black wash. So eventually I might ask my stylist to send me a few more of those. Right now I don't need jeans because we're going into summer here, so I'll probably hold off on asking her for more of those in the fall and in the winter of next year. And that on me is just it's just pictures of me wearing it with other tops. I didn't do a close-up or anything, but I think my description has given you a really good sense of what it is that I like so much about it and why people should purchase it. This one's a little bit more expensive. This is $78. So I would definitely say that one you should, you know, if it's something you like, you should go ahead and know that you'll wear it a lot, and it's worth the $80. The last but certainly not least is the one I'm wearing now, and it has a really cool story. It is the Leota Adair dress, and I had seen, this is where the story starts, I had seen one of my colleagues at my school wearing this dress probably a year and a half ago, and right around the time I was starting Stitch Fix. And I asked her, I said, that is such a gorgeous dress. And she's like, oh, it's Stitch Fix. And I'm like, I have to get the name of that dress because I will 100% ask for it and then purchase it because it's so beautiful. And she's like, okay. So she sends it to me. But in the time between her sending me the information and me getting, I think, 2 boxes for it, because, you know, I'm kind of slow about things. I don't necessarily request them right away. Or I'll forget, or the time will pass and I won't be able to. With the 2 boxes that came, not the first box after I saw her, but the second box after I saw her, what was in it was this dress. And I just could not believe it. And I wanted to double check to make sure I was right, that this was the dress I had seen. So I went into my email and lo and behold, it was the same exact dress. So what I think is wonderful is that my stylist knows me well enough to know that I would definitely want this dress. And it completely unknown to her, the stylist, I had actually talked to my friend about purchasing this dress from Stitch Fix because I loved it so much. So this one has a very beautiful cut. It's this gorgeous fitted and then flares out just so, but not so much that it's like all full and overwhelming. And then it has a little ruffle at the hem. And the colors are bright and fun and pretty, and it's covered enough here and through here that I don't feel like I'm being immodest or anything, but it does show enough skin that I feel like I'm free and I'm enjoying my life and I'm not too buttoned up. I wore this on March 9th. It was a gorgeous day here, probably 80 degrees it got to, and sunny. I was on a field trip, and it just was exactly the right dress for that day. And I got a lot of compliments on it from other teachers. Students seemed to like it. A few people in my own life, separate from school, liked it and mentioned it to me. So I guess I had a winner, and I was excited that it was so well received. I don't recall this being super expensive, but it wasn't. I don't think it was like $40. It was probably in the $70 range. And it was money well spent, and I'm going to wear it again and again and again. And it's got this stretch to it, and it's made from it's like that poly crepe material. So it wears well and it washes well, it travels well. So it's one of these that you can definitely use for years, and provided this is your style. Obviously, if it's not your style, you'll be like, get that thing away from me. But if you're over here watching this video with me, more than likely these pieces are your style. I don't think, if you're all into like black head to toe, you're probably not, unless you just like watching people talk about flowery clothing, you're probably not into my clothes. So this is my favorite, and I don't know that it'll change, but it could possibly change. There could be someone who usurps the Leota Adair dress, but as of right now, this is my favorite piece. So on me, I have multiple pictures of me wearing it, and they are here. I was hoping that wouldn't take as long as it took, but I really enjoy talking about the pieces of clothing that I own. And I look forward to seeing you in the future for these top 5 videos. And if you have specific requests for top 5, and you know that it's a brand that I buy from often, I'll do it. I mean, I have plenty of time in this quarantine of ours. I'm probably going to be making a lot of these because I'm going through my closet at the same time I'm actually going through, you know, and making these videos. So it's perfect timing. I think the next one will likely be top 5 Bowden dresses or top 5 Bowden tops or something, because I own a lot of Bowden, as most of you know. So thank you guys for watching me all the way through. If you enjoyed this, please go ahead and subscribe down below. If you have content, I'm more than happy to subscribe back. And I do. I don't know if it ever shows notifications that I subscribe to you, but I do subscribe when I have a subscriber who subscribes to me and they have content. I look forward to seeing you at the next one of these or my next Stitch Fix unboxing. So y'all have a great day, and I'll see you soon.